Ceramic workshop is one of the many workshops you can find in Campus 1 Wing B. You can create many different objects and even sculptures in the space. Landscape Studio is dedicated for students majoring in landscape and architecture, so this is the exclusive studio. Hi guys, in this video, we are going to tour around the NAFA campus. I'm Antonius, and it's my pleasure to show you around through this campus tour video. First off, let me show you what's around the campus. There are lots of bus stops, MRT stops, as well as eateries around the campus. Here we are at the signage towards the two closest MRT stops here, Bencoolen and Rochor MRT. NAFA is divided into three campuses, and here we are at Campus 1, which is also the biggest of the three. Campus 1 is divided into three blocks, which are Wing A, Wing B, and Tower Block. From the Campus 1 main entrance, there's the Student Admission and Info Office on the left, and Postbox Kayatos E3 on the right. NAFA is founded by Mr. Lim Hak Tai, and one of the two biggest galleries here is named after the founder himself. You can find his full-body sculpture by the current rock as you make a round turn to pick up and drop off. Next, we are currently in the Ngee Ann Kongsi Gallery. It is one of the two main galleries here available at NAFA, featuring a very long gallery which makes it functional for hosting various events, including Fashion Runway. There are lots of exhibitions and events held at the space. Currently, as shown in the video, the gallery is housing the annual final year project student exhibition, which is commonly known as the Grad Expectations. It features selected projects from the 4 different departments in the School of Art and Design: Fashion Studies, 3D Design, Fine Art, and Design and Media. Now, here we are at the Student Lounge, one of the many areas students can use to take a break during class intermissions. But remember, no food and drinks allowed, only for CCA related matters and student discussion. Now this is where silence is golden. The Kwan Im Tong Food Chor Gallery houses art and design resources that you need. It is divided into 2 stories. Story 1 is generally for items that can be borrowed out. For book loaning, the library uses an electronic kiosk to scan in and out. Story 2 houses materials that cannot be borrowed out. There's also relaxed areas and places optimized for kids. Remember, silence is golden, as there are usually many people using the library. You can find the latest series of magazines and publications, as well as music scores and film CDs here. In addition, you can also find materials pertaining to Southeast Asian arts here. In the campus, there are computer labs that uses Windows and Mac OS. Therefore, you get to use both ecosystems during your studies, which is crucial for your future use. That said, it is commonly advisable to bring your own laptop. In every campus, there is printing machine available for use with a small fee. Depending on the majors, some computer labs utilize additional equipment such as mics, headsets, soundproof rooms, as well as keyboards and relevant softwares according to your majors, for example music and art management. Inside the photography studio, you'll learn the standard procedure to shoot indoors with various items, and is available for booking by NAFA students. Standard lighting accessories and cameras are also available for loan for the assignment use. Now, inside this room, animation students will learn the fundamentals of creating hand-drawn animations, sequence by sequence, paper by paper. The doodles on the wall are drawn by current students and alumni. There are also lightboard tables provided to aid your drawing process. It is a custom to draw on this wall for the animation students. If you happen to be interested in the old school analog photography, this dark room is surely to be your heaven. You will be guided on the process of creating your own film photography. As seen on the result here, you will get the negatives of each image, which you can process to obtain the positive. If you remember the room with mics and keyboards, yes, this is another one of such. As screen media students accommodate to a handful number of students, the classes are equipped with industry-grade recording equipment and software dedicated for film post-production process. All the rooms at NAFA are regularly disinfected before and after the day. On the other side, this room is used for radio and broadcast, which is another spectrum of screen media. This room setup is generally dedicated for radio DJ and radio station enthusiasts to stimulate the day-to-day experience. For your info, in Campus 1, there are 3 building blocks, also called wings, and they are connected via path. For the case of Wing A and Wing B, you can head via level 1, level 2 or level 3 bridge to connect to each other. It comes with nice views and angle of the building landscape around NAFA, and if you're lucky, you might get some preschool kids roaming around in the morning and afternoon in this enclosed zone during your class break. Ceramic workshop is one of the many workshops you can find in Campus 1 Wing B. You can create many different objects and even sculptures in the space. Plus, there are studio technicians to oversee the workshop, and if you kindly ask enough, they are usually very keen to teach you a thing or two. You can sign up under cross-disciplinary elective to learn more about such workshops available at NAFA. The seminar room, which is known as the multipurpose room, is where ad hoc events are being held. In this case, the makeup team and models are preparing for the annual showcase for collection from fashion studies students as part of the grad practitioners. Back to Campus 1 Wing B, here we are at the first floor. As you walk around the campus premise, you will see works by alumni and current students exhibited around. Do give them a look out, and who knows, you will get inspiration from there. Remember, do reference but no copycat. Furniture and 3D workshop can be found at 1st and 4th floor of Campus 1. Here we see many different tools which can be utilized to execute from the tiniest detail to the largest cutting machine available. For your info, they also have 3D printer and laser cutting machine. This is a separate room for students to store their ceramic workshops and heat them up. Some materials can harden only when torched, which is why this is an essential tool for many art practitioners. Moving to the realm of 3D design, the Material Resource Room is an open resource library for material gathering. This is crucial especially during pre-production, where students are required to create material boards and understand the nature of their materials for their project. Besides different texture, each material also carries different properties, be it visual qualities such as luminosity, reflectiveness and tone, or tactile quality such as durability, hardness, and resistance to water and insects. Unlike other studios, Skylight Studio gained its name for the fact that it gains lighting from the sunlight, which is why it is located at the top of the building. While it is usually used for studio practice by NAFA Fine Art students, it is also a popular spot to showcase student works, owing it to the abundant lighting around the space. As a recap, the grad expectation can be found online as well as attending the physical space, therefore making it a hybrid event of online and offline showcase. Landscape Studio is dedicated for students majoring in landscape and architecture, so this is the exclusive studio. While Arts Management students move around as their modules change, presentations and collaborative work remain constant. Therefore, their classes tend to be more clean, collaborative-based, and emulating seminar setting. Moving to Tower Block, still within the Campus 1 premise, you can go from Wing B to Tower Block via Level 1 ground floor or connecting lane from Level 5 and Level 6. Overall, Tower Block has a cleaner facade and more empty spaces. This is because it is not only the newest building at NAFA, but it is also part of little galleries available around NAFA for student exhibition and campus-wide events. At the CLE, they manage part-time education for mid-career workers and senior citizens to learn new things, which is known in Singapore as upskilling. For your info, fresh graduates can also apply here to learn new skills here with a subsidized fee. For full-time students, gym and showers are provided for free as part of student welfare. In some cases, some departments will recommend students to tone their physiques. Therefore, the gym is one of the places to achieve that. This student center is amongst the many places students can hang out in between classes to discuss their project or to take a breather. Remember, no food and drinks allowed, only for discussion. This dance studio used to be a huge student lounge, but has since been replaced as one of the many dance studios for students from dance department. From here, you can see a full view buildingscapes from the Bencoolen Street and beyond. There are 2 big-sized dance studios at Campus 1 Tower Block, and there are even more at Campus 3. With a total of 12 stories available for use, Tower Block houses many classes and also student work showcases. At level 12, this is the studio exclusively for students under Bachelor of Art with Honours in Design Practice. And yes, look at this huge space. This is entirely for them, given that the BA Design Practice cohort is a combination of the entire School of Art and Design. Currently, we are coming up from the level 1 Tower Block lift, and you can see beside it, there's the Bencoolen MRT. Now we have arrived at Tower Block to NAFA Campus 2, which is also the habitat for Fashion Studies Department. Looking downward from the height of Campus 2, here we are at the very first floor of Fashion Campus. The Fashion Gallery houses works by the fashion students, and this is usually fashion photo shoots are going on for the final year student projects and ad hoc projects from the fashion department. As seen in the video, it is also utilized for the grad expectation showcase. Going up to the 6th floor, here we are at the pattern making workshop, where fabric and papers are cut out widely to draft the paper and cut it up. This is one of the sewing studios available at Campus 2, and you can find many more different types of industrial sewing machines for different sewing needs. Textile workshop is where you can get creative and play around with your fabric motifs and different cutting. This is also where you get to try different fabric dyeing methods, as well as technical laser cutting and printing on fabric. In the draping workshops, there are mannequins to stick your needles, drape around it, and do your magic. As and how NAFA campus is, there are lots of bulletin boards as shown here to showcase student works and their past alumni works. At level 3, this is the mini auditorium for combined lectures and industry speakers. For your info, the lecturer office is just right at the corner of the same floor. This is one of the many studios and computer-based labs available at Campus 2 for student use and lectures. Next, we are going to Campus 3 to the intersection, and this is how NAFA Campus 3 looks like from the other side of the road. This campus is where performing-based classes are here, consisting of arts management, music, dance, and theatre. Okay, another thing I forgot to highlight, within each campus you will find stick bays like this in case you feel unwell. If you wish to look for your lecturers or supporting staff at Campus 3, you can look for them at the staff office at level 7. You can easily find lots of upright piano and grand piano around the practice rooms, but as rooms are limited, you have to book in advance to secure a slot. The exhibition gallery here is used by arts management students for their simulation in managing a gallery space, where they are taught the basics of curation and setting up a gallery space. Just beside it is a sizable multi-purpose room, which is commonly utilized for music masterclasses, smaller scale performances by music and theatre students. Sometimes it is also used for ensemble rehearsal space. The studio theatre is located at the left wing of Campus 3, which is the hub for theatre students for their larger scale performance. Now we are at Campus 3, the hub for students majoring under majors from the School of Outside Art and Design. As seen here, the Foundation Theatre is situated at the other side of the studio theatre. From the left wing, this is the entrance to the building and to the respective classes. The Lee Foundation Theatre is the largest auditorium at NAFA. With its sheer size and entry, it has been hosting many student performances, orchestras, dance productions, as well as student convocation and orientation here happens annually. Given its size, it can host up to 700 audience capacity. Just below the entrance, there's a collection of gamelan instruments for students under music department. Moving up to the 6th floor, we have the dance studio for practice for students by the dance department, as well as smaller case showcases. Besides for full-time students, this space is also accessible for students under junior art program during the weekend. That's it for the tour. Thank you again for staying until the end of the video. Hope this has given you a better visual understanding on what facility is available at NAFA. Thank you again and see you at the next video.